Hey everybody, welcome back to Earworm. It's 2026 and we haven't seen you in about, I don't know what, YMZ, what was it, about 3 months now that we haven't recorded?
3 months. What's up, everybody? How we
Ah!
doing? Oh, we are back.
Oh, we're totally back. I mean, there is mention of Earworm like on the internet and commercials. I think we're kind of stirring the pot there, Zach, or is it just
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, no, they were saying, are they going to come back? Are they going to keep spreading this knowledge around that they have for the masses? We didn't disappoint. We're back.
Oh,
We are back.
back again. Zach is back. Tell a
Ooh,
friend.
tell a friend, motherfucker.
Tell a tell a friend. For everybody, it's everybody involved. There's a lot of friends who watch and listen to our podcast. There's a lot of weird knuckleheads who pay attention to our podcast, but a lot of stuff has happened personally on both of our sides. Zach, are we both now living in New Jersey?
We're both Jersey boys. I got out of this state for about 9 years and found my way back. Obviously growing up in South Jersey, but I've never been. I moved to Tom's River, and
Boom.
I've never been here up until I got this job at this new course. So, yeah, new experience, new excursion, if you will. Really excited living down the shore, just Jersey. I mean, I'm kind of in New York country, which is weird. That's an adjustment, but yeah, big move, new job, all that stuff. So, know you had a little bit going on too, Timmy, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm in Branchburg. It's kind of funny. I'm living in Somerset County, New Jersey, right next to Hunterdon County, where the horse farm is. Zach knows I take care of horses now and stuff. But the funny thing is I live two towns away from where I lived when I was like 5 years old. Somerville, New Jersey.
That's
Like
more homey.
I know, but I go in there and I'm like, it looks kind of familiar, and then there's like, weird, I don't know, sort of modern stuff and whatever.
It's
But
built up and all really different. Yeah, I get that.
yeah, yeah, 45 years ago, 47, 48 years ago, you can imagine it's actually been upgraded.
Do you guys remember he's really old?
All right, no one needs to know that because look at me, man. I look like I'm young Master Tim. There's young Master Zachary. Here's young Master
Atta
Tim.
babe. Atta babe.
So we got a couple episodes planned for 2026, and one of the first episodes that we're going to do right now is celebrity bands, and we're talking about like movie actors and the like TV actors, basically actors who also had bands. I brought it up to Zach. Geez, what about like 6 weeks ago or something like that? Regardless.
Talking about it for a little bit. We've been really slow about this reboot. So
I know we both moved to New Jersey, and for goodness sakes. Anyway, um, we want to kick things off in 2026 and kind of like, hey, here's the topical discussions. Here's what we're gonna do. The first one is gonna be like these actor bands, these celebrity bands, and there are so many for me. Like Zach called me like an older guy, but like Eddie Murphy had a band back in the 80s.
oh shit, dude. I did know that and I completely it just went over my head. But what's the one song
I gotta look it up now, you
from him? But
bastard.
that was huge, man.
During the 80s, that song, I'm going to look at now. Oh, dude, I gotta look it up on my phone for goodness sakes. But it was enormous. It was all over like Philadelphia radio stations.
Party all the time. Party
Party
all the
all the
time.
time. My girl
It's
wants to.
fantastic. It's so good.
I mean, I mean, looking back, there is a bit of ridiculousness to it, but and I'm looking at some other actors. Bruce Willis had a band that was like really, really popular as well, which was
So what did he do in the band though? What did he just play? Not just. Did he play guitar? Did he play
he
drums?
was
Did he
just
sing?
he was just the singer, and I mean the way
Really?
that, yeah, I mean, and he had like an MTV video, and I'm like looking it up right now, but like, you'd be surprised by some of the actors, celebrities that actually had bands.
So I was
Like,
thinking about it, like if you get into actors and stuff like that, a lot of them have background in showbiz, like or not showbiz, like Broadway, like musicals and all that stuff. So a lot of them have that ability. They just my one my one thought earlier was Will Smith. I mean, he not that he's a singer, but he was excuse me, he was into rapping and all that, and he got a lot of shit for it because it was clean rap and all. But I think he was better at acting. He had the skills to do the other ones. But you know what I mean? There's so many others. I know we're going to talk about 30 Seconds to Mars later. So
th-
Jared Leto is one where it's like, I don't know that your acting is so good. You may want to stick to music because that's incredible. You know what I mean?
oh, and I completely agree with you. And one of the things I had in my back pocket, I mean, absolutely. You think about like, first of all, I mean, there is probably one of the most famous actors from like the 90s and the 2000s, and a rapper from a musician family who is not even known to this day of being a musician, who got his start because I'm a heck of a lot older than you are. I mean, before you were even born, this guy came out and he was a musician and then became a really, really good actor. And if not mistaken, he like won an Academy Award, etc. Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
Marky Mark.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's there's a lot of crossover, but he had not to cut you off, sorry, but he's
No,
kind of
no.
like or yeah, I guess Jared Leto. Like his music was good, but if he went off on his own and stuck with music, I don't know how much he would have stuck around. The movies was his route. So there's a lot of crossover with that with celebrities. I've been thinking about that the last couple days. It's interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm looking. I'm totally trying to find like Bruce Willis's band because I know he had an absolute music video. But regardless, um, it's interesting to me that I mean, do these? I got a question for you, Zach. I mean, do these guys who are making millions of dollars on every movie that they make? Did they just get like bored? I'm like
That's
what
yeah.
is what are the Bacon brothers doing for goodness sakes?
Yeah. So what was the one uh freaking Keanu Reeves? What band is he?
Oh, dog something. What the heck is
Okay,
it?
I'm dog shit, dog. I'm bored. I want to make a fucking band. That's
Yeah,
kind of that's
oh yeah,
Dog Star.
Dog
Dog Star.
Star. There it
But
is.
like, so when you listen to that, like, does he have the artistic ability to play he plays the bass, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does he have the artistic ability to play the bass in a band? Yes. Do you listen to the music? It's very chill. It's just them sitting in a garage, basically, just like doom, 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 doom. It's just very slow, chill rock. So I don't want to take it away from him because it's very impressive that he can do all this stuff, but it's kind of the side project that people talk about for years. That's kind of what it is for them, I feel like. They're in between movies. I learned how to play the guitar. I got a good guy that can produce the stuff because it sounds amazing. It's professionally produced, but it's just kind of like a hobby for them, for some of them. And then you look at, I'm happy I asked Kate before we got on here. I said, "Do you have anybody that you could think of?" And Taylor Momsen, I didn't know that name or couldn't put the face to the name right
Okay.
there, but Cindy Lou Who. She's
Really?
the lead singer of The Pretty Reckless, and let me tell you something. That girl's got one of the best voices I've ever heard. That band rocks, dude. That's one that like I don't know what else she was in
When you edit
the
this, you gotta
movies.
like post that on there. You gotta like strip it on there because I gotta like look at it for myself. Cindy Lou Who's band is what you're
Yes,
saying is badass.
yes. And she doesn't look she doesn't look like Cindy Lou Who. She kind of does, I guess. But I mean, she's a good looking girl. She grew up, she's a rocker. She's got that rocker look. But man, you listen to it and it's rock. It's really good. Like I don't know what other movies she was in, but she was a childhood actor, Cindy Lou Who. That was a boo boo boo. She's still getting paid for that now. Why not? You got this voice, like go. The other one I thought of was Miley Cyrus.
Oh
She
yeah.
was she was in the Disney Channel shit for years, always singing on that, but then really broke away from it and focused on music. And I wish she would go back and just stick with rock because she's another one that has a rock voice, kind of like Pink. And she sounds like Taylor Momsen too. Like they all have that same
Right.
rocker voice. They all really nail that.
Oh,
So that was kind of not shocking, but like really impressive to me that like, wow, she did all that before, but then really found her niche in music. Another one,
and
not to
that's.
rattle. Oh, go ahead. Go, go,
Oh
go.
no, that you bring up Miley Cyrus, like she became so famous for that show, and I can't,
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana. I mean, and then
What is
now,
it like?
like,
I think it's the 20th anniversary this year or something. She's doing some big ass show, which is nuts. That's 20 years ago,
I would have
and I'm
thought it was
saying
like
that.
Zach. I would have thought it was like 30 years ago, for goodness sakes, or 25 years ago. For I'm older than you, you young
It's
bastard.
crazy. That's one of those like iCarly shows that I feel like was coming out yesterday. I don't think that came out like 20 years. That's fucking crazy to me. But anyway, she's Miley Cyrus has gone way up and down with her music.
Right.
She's got some pop song like Flowers. That was a hit.
Yeah.
That's a great pop song.
Yeah.
Um, but I really wanted to just stick in that rock, and she's got a country background, country rock kind of thing. That's where
Absolutely.
I think she really shines.
Because her father, I mean, there's no other way to like extrapolate it. Her
Yeah.
father, like a freaking, he's a freaking Billy Ray Cyrus or whatever heck his name is. Yeah. Um, it's funny though. I mean, we talked about at least two musicians right now. We talked about Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark, and then Miley Cyrus. I mean, they went like two different directions. Like one was an actor, was very popular, and then became even more popular in musician. And then Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch and all that silly crap because his brother was in a boy band, and then all of a
Which
sudden.
was great. It had its place in history. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Oh yeah,
Let's,
like late
but
80s,
let's leave it
early.
at that.
Yeah. And
They're
then
doing reunion shows and shit now. They're like, all right, let's.
exactly. But one of the bands and one of the musicians or one of the artists, one of the celebrities that you brought up was 30 Seconds to Mars. And you said to me in our preparation for this, because if everybody knows this, like Earworm is kind of a weird show and we just kind of do whatever the heck we want. But we talk about these things beforehand, and you said, correct me if I'm wrong, you said one of your favorite songs of all time, or if not, like one of your favorite artists of all time, right?
Well, no, not definitely not one of my favorite artists of
Okay.
all time. But yes, Kings and Queens by 30 Seconds to Mars is one of my favorite songs of all time. I don't, I've never really looked into meaning of it. I think it's kind of like this fantasy of ruling the world kind of thing.
Right.
But just the overall sound of it, like I think that's their best song. I think that's where Jared Leto really lets his voice go nuts.
Right.
And it's a feel good, upbeat kind of rock song. And it just that's it. That's the only reason why it's a top song for me. It comes on, it really makes me feel good, and it's like the fucking gates are opening. It's just I think I didn't even watch his Marvel movie. What the fuck was he? He was Morbius.
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 Yeah.
I didn't even watch that, but that got like horrible view or ratings.
It
I
was
don't
okay.
know
It
that
was okay. It
is he
wasn't.
a good is he a great actor? His Joker thing kind of sucked in the Suicide Squad. I
I,
I
I,
don't know. I think his
it's,
music is very good compared to I think his music is great and his acting is good.
see,
We're a fucking acting show now.
I,
But
it's funny that you're bringing this up, but I mean, it makes all the sense in the world because here it is. I think he's a better actor than a musician because I knew him more for being an actor than being in 30 Seconds to Mars. And if I'm not mistaken, his brother is in the band too, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no,
But
I guess I didn't kind of grow up with Jared Leto movies. I couldn't really name more than Morbius, Suicide Squad. That's kind of it. Like I've always thought of him as this guy that just bounces around between movies and music whenever he's bored. That's kind of the thought I've always had of him.
see,
But
and it's funny, and I disagree with you about his portrayal of the Joker. I kind of liked it. I did I kind of
yeah, it
liked
was
his.
definitely different. It was
Yes.
that was the purpose probably of signing him on for that was to
Yeah.
do a different spin on it. But then you get I mean, he followed up Heath Ledger and all
Yeah.
those
Oh, Heath
before him, and
Ledger's. Yeah.
somebody came after him, I think. Who's the new one after Leto?
It's it, because I'm older. I'm thinking like Jack
I'm gonna
Nicholson.
piss a lot of people off that are watching, if anybody's still watching at this point.
They are, of course, they are.
Hey Siri, who's the who's the new Joker? Who's the new Joe? God damn it. Well, I hope that just fucked up everybody's phone. Oh no, Joaquin Phoenix. So much
Okay.
better. So much better than Leto because it's the Joker character. They just kind of changed the Joker character too much with Leto. But for what it was, he did a good job.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a completely different like way to capture
Fuck.
that character in a movie. And here you go, folks. Earworm is kind of morphing today, like into this whole like movie conceptualization. But it's interesting. Maybe we can like follow this on in the future. Um, but it's funny how like it's the different conceptualization, the different idea, the different way of thinking that you have and I have of Jared Leto and 30 Seconds to Mars and like I don't know, like Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg. I mean, they are
But they all shine in both. Like I'm not saying they're necessarily bad at
right.
either, but I think there's a time and a place for some. Like the Will Smith example. What was that? The 90s where he was coming out with
Late
rap?
80s, early 90s, yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s. That wasn't the time for clean rap,
Exactly.
so he got out of that and got into movies and it benefited him there. So that was kind of the whole purpose I was trying to get across, the whole point I was trying to get across. But like then you look at a guy, I want to spin it into more comedians that are also actors, and you look at a guy like Jack Black.
Yeah.
I think of all these people that we've talked about, I think Jack Black and Adam Sandler, they're the only celebrities that we've mentioned.
Okay. I
Like
mean, what do you
every
mean by that?
so Jack Black, if you look at him, has taken over both. Well, more Adam Sandler has taken over both movies and music, comedy music and movies. Like he's mastered both. He's a worldwide name. You bring up somebody like Taylor Momsen, yeah. If you say Cindy Lou Who, everybody knows her, but I
Exactly.
wouldn't call her a celebrity. I fucking hate that word. I hate the word celebrity. There's a fine line between celebrity and somebody that is like famous or something.
I mean,
Like a celebrity to me is like The Rock, like
okay.
like just worldwide name. But like Zoe Deschanel, I don't know. She's famous. She's not a I just hate the word celebrity. I would rather say famous, I guess.
It's,
But
but I presented it to you, what, like 2, 3 weeks ago, maybe in a month ago, and I actually
well,
said celebrity bands, and you knew exactly what I was talking about. And
did.
yeah,
But end of the day, I guess point I'm getting across is I hate that word. But you look at Jack Black, he's got Tenacious D,
oh yeah,
the most ridiculous band ever. They got a movie. Actually, Kyle Gass. I didn't realize he was the guy in Elf.
oh yeah,
I,
absolutely.
right over my bald ass Kyle Gass head.
It's
But
funny. We haven't talked about much on Earworm. Maybe I have. Maybe and I don't remember. I actually have seen Tenacious D in concert.
oh, that's nuts.
I've seen him.
First of all, yeah, they opened for like Weezer and which that's a fucking joke.
I
If
mean,
I got tickets to a Tenacious D and Weezer show,
I'm down like a circus clown. I'm totally going.
oh,
I'm going. Oh, are you serious? All right, we're gonna
I
disagree.
would leave after Tenacious D. Let's put it there.
Uh, um, but what's kind of funny is you're bringing up these. So, all right, I'm gonna use the word celebrities. These famous
Hey,
people,
go
these comedians who, and then they're doing a band, and it's kind of and Tenacious D. They're kind of making fun of themselves all the time anyway.
They
Like,
are. It's kind of, I guess, is the word I'm looking for, ironic,
yes,
because like
ironical. It's ironical.
they are such talented musicians and they make this bullshit music and they know what they're doing. It's just it's like you look at a band like Tenacious D and then a band like, sorry, Blink 182.
Yeah.
I take I take Tenacious D more seriously at this point than Blink 182 because Tenacious D knows what the fuck. They're just making this stupid music songs for that purpose. Blink 182, I don't take it that way. They're not a comedy band. They're like a serious band. So it's a
I
weird
mean, they
line
broke off.
to
They broke off. Blink-182 broke off a couple times into two different bands, and
they
like,
did. Yeah,
and I
they
think they
have
kind of
like
came back
the
together, and they were like kind of making fun of themselves to a.
what was it? There was the one song. It was like I forget the. It was like shit, piss, cock. They went off on. I actually like that song. That may be my favorite song by them.
Jeez.
But then the other thing I found was Lou Reed's All-Star Band of Comics. So if you look through it, they all did this lineup. It was Conan, Sandler, Fallon, Jack Black, and Dana Carvey. It was exactly what you think. It was really good music and jokes the whole way through. But I really appreciate that more than shit. Jada Pickett Smith has a weird, like Evanescence type band.
Okay.
I don't, I don't know. That doesn't, again, going back to like the side projects, that's one that I don't think worked. I think the one that Keanu Reeves, dog shit or dog star,
Dog Star. Yeah, yeah. They're
dog
pl
star.
they're playing in
I think
Philly
that
soon, by the way.
that's pretty cool. I think that one works because I don't know. I'm talking in circles at this point, but there's a lot of weird ones that don't really go over to music. You should stick to the other celebrity activities that you do. And then there's guys like Leto, and there's girls like shit, Taylor Momsen. Scarlett Johansson has a band
Really?
that she's like this jazz, like Zoe Deschanel. It's like jazzy kind of because they both have those
Right, right, right,
deeper
right, right, right,
voices,
right.
so they can kind of work that. It's cool, but they're all just, I guess, side projects. That's a lot of these are turning into side projects.
You know, and it's funny. I mean, think about the people. I mean, we're talking Keanu Reeves. We're talking like, I mean, it's funny that you bring up Jared Leto, and there's some like maybe some young people who don't even realize that he has a band. I mean, Jack Black, Bruce Willis. I mean, there's a whole bunch of like the Bacon brothers. Like, oh yeah, Kevin Bacon,
He's
him and his brother.
he's been in the news recently for some political shit. But did you know Ben Stiller had a band in the 80s?
Really?
You want to know how he explained? I wrote it down. Wrote it down on the notes. Let me tell you how he explained what their band was. Post punk neo goth urban experimental band.
What does that
You
even mean?
fucking loser. What does that mean? I was scrolling through, I think it was TikTok videos, and it said like Ben Stiller had a band, and I was like, let me look into that more. And then he said just that, and my mouth was just, I was like, what? You gotta be so full of yourself to come up with that shit.
It's funny that you're like bringing up some like wackadoodle folks. You know, Russell Crowe had a band.
I vaguely remember hearing that.
Tim Robbins had a band when he was a guitarist. Kevin Costner had a band. Jada Pinkett Smith was in a metal band. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
click. I'm not even clicking on that. I don't. I'm not
that's
even
what
clicking on that.
I watched the video. It's a honest to God, it's a weird black version of Evanescence. That's it's funky. It's I know I never mind.
Exactly. Holy moly. Um, Zach, wrapping things up here.
That's where we're gonna cut it.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna cut it right here, dude. Come on, man. It's 2026. Dude, we gotta do this. We got some wackadoodle. We got a wackadoodle like list of things we're gonna cover in the beginning of 2026. I mean, I'm not trying to cut you off, but it seems like holy moly. I mean,
Go watch the I'm gonna send you the video. Everybody go watch that and tell me I'm wrong. I think I nailed it with this.
good.
I'll
You
own
know
it.
what?
Fuck it.
I'm
I'll own
happy
it.
to I'm happy to end it on that like a black a black version of Evanescence. Here you go. That's what Zach said.
Go look it up.
Boom shakalaka. So, one of Zach's episodes that he wants to bring up this year is the top like three, four, five albums of all time, and it sounds like
Well,
it's. Go
no, no,
ahead.
no. Our favorite,
Yes.
maybe top five, because I was thinking about it earlier and mine bounce all over the place.
Me
So
too.
I'm curious to see yours and mine kind of comparison, differences, all that kind of stuff.
So what I was trying to push forward in my idea, and I haven't even brought it up to you, is you and I coming up with our top three earworm albums of all time. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about our favorite albums of all time. I'll just give you one out here, right here. It's a greatest hits album, and people don't even realize it to a certain extent. Is The Who has an album called Hooligans. It's a double album. It was one of the first albums I ever bought on my own. I actually had like it was like a record, an LP. Um, there, for example, on my part, is one of my favorite albums of all time, and it's basically it's a greatest hits, but it's really really interesting. But I think the goal of that sort of episode would be that Earworms top three albums of all time.
So
Zach and
you and
yours.
I agree on the top three albums of all time. I like that.
Yes. So let's do some work on it. And Zach, it's 2026. It's our what second year in
Season two, if you
there you
will.
go. Let's call it season two.
Not a babe.
Atta babe. Zach, YMZ, thanks so much, my friend. And
Welcome back.
and welcome to New Jersey, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dirty Jersey, baby. It stinks here. Hey, cheers, everybody.
Talk to you next week, my friend.